Hey everyone, it's Mark here from CrossFit and Physiotherapy Essendon. Today we have one of my physiotherapy clients, Tiffany, who has just recently completed a bout of physiotherapy for her shoulder pain. So we're going to be talking to Tiffany about her story, what she went through with her physiotherapy, where she was before and where she is now. So Tiff, if you just want to explain to everyone what sort of situation your shoulder pain was in 6 months ago and where it is today.
Sure. So 6 months ago, I struggled to put a jumper on. I struggled to get shampoo off the shelf. Like, it was quite debilitating. There were a lot of things that I just couldn't do, and I realised that I actually needed to do something about it, especially if I wanted to continue lifting.
Mm-hmm. And tell us about how it was in the gym for you, because you like doing Olympic lifting, snatching, clean and jerk and that sort of stuff. So how were those movements for you back then and then compared to now?
I'd come back into training after quite a period off, and I had hurt my shoulder previously and just absolutely done nothing about it. And initially I was fine with snatching and cleaning and jerking and stuff like that, but as I progressed and was doing a bit more volume and loading up a little bit more, it was starting to get a bit painful, and I can still remember exactly where I was standing when I was like, I need to actually get some help with this. It was a struggle at the time, but now couldn't be happier.
Yeah, nice, yeah. And what had you tried in the past to fix your shoulder pain?
I hadn't really done anything at all, to be honest. So I'd hurt my shoulder benching years back, and I'd always trained through it. But I think coming into a different environment and doing Olympic lifting was putting a different load on in a different space. So yeah, I tried to train through it as long as I can before I realised that probably wasn't something that was going to be good for my body in the long run. Yeah.
And I guess tell us a little bit about the rehab process with myself and how that was different than what you've done in the past.
Yeah. So it was much different. There was structure there, and I'm one of those people that really needs structure in my life. Otherwise I'll just do whatever, or I won't follow anything at all. So it was really good because I had a structured plan of what exercises I need to do each week, how many reps, and what that was going to do.
Yeah.
And then throughout the progression of my physiotherapy, each week it was different, and it focused on different points of what I was doing. So yeah, especially because I had a lot of problems with the snatch movement. So there were a lot of different progressions that I worked on to get to where I am today.
And I guess, having an injury is obviously very frustrating. So tell us a little bit about how you felt during the rehab process and what it was like going through that, and the kind of timelines involved and how that played into your motivation as well.
Frustrated, very frustrated. I think from the get-go, I couldn't work out why this had happened, even though I knew exactly why it had happened. And I think there were maybe 1 or 2 weeks throughout the process, which was about we'll say 3.5, 4 month process.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Where I didn't do my physio as much of what I could have, or I overdid my physio. And I think at that stage I went backwards a little bit, and that was really annoying. But that's because I didn't quite understand the process. But I think in the same vein, watching the progression that I had each week and, being like, oh no, I don't feel pain when I do that movement, or no, I have a bit more flexibility there. That was really rewarding.
Yeah, nice, yeah. Okay, and I guess, what was the main breakthrough point in your rehab when you're like, this is actually working? Was there a point when you felt like this is working, or was it just a grind the whole way through?
When I did my first muscle snatch with the bar.
Yeah,
that was nice. I was like, oh my God, it's happening. Which was, granted, it was late in the period, but I knew it was going to come. And each week you told me, you can do this, this, and this, and then once you can do that, then you can do this. So I was like building up, and I was probably building up my excitement as well, waiting for that time when I could actually put a bar out my head.
Yeah, awesome. Well, if you had to speak to anyone with shoulder pain, just say there's some other Tiffany out there in your shoes right now. What sort of advice would you give them if they have shoulder pain and if they're looking to get back into
see a physio immediately. Like, you can't train through it as much as you think that you can, or you think you can just look on YouTube and understand your body's mechanics. You can't. You need to see someone and get an understanding of exactly what you've done and what you can do to fix it.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys, so that is basically our session here today. If you are in any pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, whatever it might be, then get in touch with us at Physiotherapy Essendon. You can just Google us, find us online, and I'll be happy to see you, and you can be just like Tiffany just over here. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon.